Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Kentucky got one of the bright young stars in the college football universe. Will Stein has done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat.
They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
A quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bauer. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking long. Makes the grab at the 30. Quick step and go. Touchdown. point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. Getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the left.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to start the drive with a pass. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The give on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Baxter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. And that's exactly what transpired.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rail.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Georgia going up tempo.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Got enough for the first. Flying down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Motion from the back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they turn it into a defensive score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Kentucky, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. The short hands, it's Gilmore. The Wildcats call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 9 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Cardinals trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kentucky right back to the line. Off play action. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires quickly. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires left. It's caught downfield. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. On first down, it's Baxter again. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Gilmore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go for it in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense should...
Makes the grab in their space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the right, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Oh, they're after him. He's got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that...
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The sure hands, it's Humphreys. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Shoots it to the left. Looking for the goal line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires into the end zone. A spectacular one-hand grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Barnes. And he's knocked down. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll run with Nate Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Frazier again. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Let's send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Barnes. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the 1st punt. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.